Happy 2026. Can you believe it's 2026? I'm so excited to share with you my 2 words for 2026, and they are pure joy. Pure joy. I mean, even just saying it, I feel good. Don't you feel like you're being wrapped in a cozy blanket? So every year, in the beginning of the year, I always pick 1 to 2 words. I set the intention for what I want to experience for that particular year. So I'm inviting you to be thinking about what's your word? What is your intention for 2026? Not only as a leader, this is a great exercise to be doing with your team. Collectively, let's come up with 1 or 2 words of how we want to show up or what we want to experience in 2026. I cannot tell you with the number of leadership retreats, the coaching, the team development, the leadership development that I've been doing, where it keeps coming up. I just feel, Cate, like we're on a stress treadmill. It's like next, next, next. There's no chance to come up for air. And survival is what I feel like we're in. So I'm inviting you to take that power of pause. It's so important to ask your team, what do we want to focus in on for 2026? So I wanted to share a couple of statements that I thought were really powerful. They're not mine. I can't take credit. Leaders don't create joy by working harder or trying harder. They create joy by removing what blocks it. Isn't that powerful? Oh my gosh. So let me ask you right now, what's blocking your joy as a leader? Is it that you keep scheduling more and more meetings so there's no chance to have a pause? Is it that you are overcommitting yourself on so many committees, on boards, or whatever it might be? Is it that you're working through your lunch again? Whatever it is, just drop into your heart and ask yourself, how am I blocking joy right now? The next thing is that when you go to your next team meeting and you lead it, ask them, what do we want to collectively pick? 1 or 2 words for 2026. And then ask them, how are we blocking joy right now from our lives as an organization? And it's really, really important because this is another statement that I think you'll like. Joy becomes a signal of organizational health, not a superficial initiative. I'll say that again. Joy becomes a signal of organizational health, not a superficial initiative. How often, again, do we got this great initiative, we'll focus on wellness, or we're going to focus on this, and then boom, 2 months later, it's completely forgotten. So I'm inviting you. Joy is connected to really us feeling safe, isn't it? Us feeling like we're being seen, we're being heard, right? So I'd love for you to ask your team, what word are they choosing for themselves for 26? And then the 2 words, and then what 1 or 2 words do they collectively believe would be powerful for 2026? I'm all about my 4 rooms, your mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually fit rooms. So I really want you to be thinking about, how do you get into a joy mindset? Well, see, part of it is we have to be present. We have to be present in order to experience that pure joy, don't we? So some of the ways in which we block joy in an organization is that there's a misuse of power. And so it's really, really important that you as a leader take a look around and notice, where is there a misuse of power? Whether it's someone's micromanaging, one of your senior leaders are micromanaging their team. Maybe it's the fact that you aren't holding people accountable. Maybe you're not holding yourself accountable. This is where it's important for us to set the stage, to have a clean slate for 2026 and go, I got to get honest with myself as a leader. I'm not comfortable with those difficult conversations. However, I do know that if I don't hold so-and-so accountable, because this is the 3rd time she hasn't met the deadline, then what I permit, I promote. I love Jim Rohn's quote, what I permit, I promote. And I've been in organizations where I do a lot of leadership coaching and team retreats and development. And if there isn't an accountability component with their leaders, they're in trouble. They are in trouble. It's eroding the trust. It's eroding the psychological safety, which leads me into the next thing, is that we forget that psychological safety is a prerequisite for joy. So pay attention the next time. Really listen. Imagine it's your first day on the job. Take a look at your team meeting. Who are you noticing that isn't talking? Who's doing most of the talking? I really believe as leaders we have a responsibility to seek first to understand. And so, with that in mind, just pay attention to where the joy gaps are within that meeting. Because the reality is, some are going to be like sergeants, going to want to be in control and push, 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 push. There's going to be others that are going to say yes, and guess what? That's a passive aggressive move because you know the probability is that they're not going to follow through. So part of it is with that psychological safety and the emotional safety is we need to know that everybody is contributing and they're doing it in a way that they feel safe. They're not going to be punished. They're not going to be judged. They're going to feel safe to contribute in some capacity. So again, joy mindset, quite simple. Can be a little bit tricky. Power of pause. That's how we start. We start with our breath. We get ourselves grounded. Our feet are on the earth. Uncross our legs and our arms and just say, okay, so if I were to experience pure joy right now, what would I be thinking? What would I be thinking? And maybe it's rather than judging what she's about to say or judging what he's about to say, maybe saying, why don't I first seek to understand? Have yourself a beautiful day. So happy to be here with you. Take care.